Ellen Hambright, and this is Brighter Days, and today we're gonna... What? This is weird. Hello?
Your video's bad and you should feel bad.
What? Who is this?
It's your inner critic.
Why are you calling me? Aren't you normally inside my head?
I'm social distancing. I don't want you to cough on me, you disgusting little...
Okay, that's enough out of you. I'm trying to teach kids how to draw. Jeez, what if I had listened to them and then never made this video? Alright, anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about overlapping. Alright, so thinking about overlapping, there's a few things that are, well, they're not rules, but they're just things to kind of remember. So, of course, the first thing is actually from our last video, which is the size. So the biggest things are the ones that are going to be closest to us. So we want to draw those first. Here we go. I'm going to do balloons. Instead of doing my one right in the middle, I'm going to move it off to the side, make it interesting. So nice big balloon. I'm going to choke back on my pencil because I'm doing something big and kind of sketchy. So I'm going to kind of practice with my arm a little bit first, and then I'll go for it. And then I've got a pretty nice balloon shape there. I can kind of clean it up a little bit. And then go back, choke up on my pencil for the detail, and kind of darken the line that I like best.
But drawing's terrible. You should give up.
What the heck? Get out of here! God, never listen to them. Okay, and of course, I can clean that up with my eraser. The eraser is a tool that we use actually on purpose, not just for mistakes. Alright, there's my first nice balloon floating in space. So I'm going to say that's the closest one to me. So I'm going to start putting other balloons behind it. Now, you could go about this one of two ways. One way is to just, and I'll do this, is just to start at the edge and draw another balloon behind it. So I'll make this one kind of floating down here, and I'll kind of come up here. But now the problem with that is, and you can do it if you practice a lot, the problem with this way is that, look at the shape of this balloon. It's not exactly right. It looks like it's maybe coming to a point, and we know that the tops of balloons are rounded. And for me to be able to get that really good round shape, you saw what I did before. I had to move my whole arm, and I had to make the whole thing. So you could do this way, where you like just start at the end and hope for the best, but I don't know, like that one's all right. But I'm going to go ahead and erase this one. But I think a really good thing to do is actually make the whole thing. Do it really, really lightly, though, so you can erase that little bit right there. Here I go. Notice how I'm moving my whole arm for that big circular motion. And I'll go back and clean up and take the lines that I like. And take away the ones that I don't. And, of course, this one is behind, so this is the front one, so that's where I'll erase. So as you can see, that is a much better, more natural balloon shape for me. And all I had to do was do it lightly and then use my eraser as a tool. Alright, so now let's talk about something else when it comes to overlapping, which is called variation. So especially when you're making a cluster of things like this, maybe you're making a bunch of grapes or something like that. This balloon is only about like 5% covered up. This one's maybe 20% covered up. Let's make a balloon that's we want to get that number all over the place, so let's do like a 50% covered up balloon. So maybe I'll put it over here, and I'll kind of go and say half in, half out, and here I go, right there, right there. Maybe it's about 40%, and that one will go behind. So, alright, that's pretty good, and so that variation makes things more interesting. So I've got like a 40%, I've got 5%, what about maybe like a 90%? What if there's maybe a balloon back here that you can barely see at all? I'll just do one of these for that one right here. But how do I figure out where that string goes? I would have to kind of do the whole balloon. See where that string ends up, and so I can see that it would actually be kind of right there. And then I could go ahead and erase those lines. Unless your balloons are clear, then you can keep them. There's some variation for you. And so, of course, as we go farther and farther back, we get smaller and smaller. So maybe I've got a balloon back here. I'm going to do one up here. Maybe this balloon is going to be like, I don't know, 75% covered up or so. Or not. That's not how that one turned out, I guess. I gotta do a lot of sketchy lines. I didn't get it right the first time. That's okay. Neither will you. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
You should give up.
No, I will never give up. You get out and stay out. Oh, I'm glad that's over. And as you can see, we have a perfectly good little drawing right here. And you have learned today about overlapping, that you should always draw the closest thing first, draw the whole thing, then erase, and use variation to make it interesting.
Alright, I hope that video helped. I hope you go draw some amazing stuff. Don't let your inner critic stop you ever. Keep going. I'll see you next time.